So now I created a new website and then opened this default form. So the server explorer, the data connection, I'm just right clicking and I'm choosing a add connection. I'm giving server name as local. So after this, so I'm giving a username and password. Then I'm choosing a database as pubs, testing the connection. So it shows test connection succeeded. That's all. We can click OK now. The data connection is ready. Now expand the data connection and you will see different database objects organized under folder. So we have to drop a table or view. So I'll go ahead and dropping this authors table. So I'm dragging it and dropping this on the default.aspx page. Once I drop it, it will create two control. One is the data source control, I mean SQL data source control, which will pull the data from this authors table, and the other one is data grid control, which will be used to display the data. So this action places those two control. Let's see that. So I dropped it and you can see the first control which is placed in the top is the table control, and I mean the data grid control. The second one is the SQL data source control. Now I'm just clicking the SQL data source. Then in the top there is a arrow which is pointing towards the right hand side. So I'm just clicking on that arrow. Then I'm clicking on configure data source. Here if you see, it just displays the connection, pubs connection string 1, which is formed for us. So I'm not touching anything here, I'm just clicking next. If you see, since I dropped the table, it's displaying all the columns. So I don't want to display all the columns. What I am trying to do, I will display only some selective columns. So I'll place a check mark here, then I will remove it. So this way I can clear all the fields. Now I will place only the last name, first name, phone, address I don't want. I will put city and state. So you can see the query also formed in the bottom. Then I am clicking next here, test query. So this is the data I want to display on the data grid control, and I am clicking finish now. So if you see, once we drag and drop this authors table to this default.aspx, I will save this. It is showing a star mark here. Okay, now we will continue. It placed both the controls. One is a data grid control and another one is SQL data source. So we modified the SQL data source so that it will pick only a selective column. So based on the modification done here, the grid also changed its behavior. That means now it is going to display only limited columns. Previously we saw the table is lengthy, right? Now it displays only the 5 column. Now the default format doesn't look good. So what I'm doing, I'm just clicking the arrow button on the top of the control. Then I'm choosing enable paging. That means it will display a numbered link at the bottom of the table grid control, so that you can navigate between the pages. That means for example, if a total number of record is 25, and it will display a 3 link page. That means page 1, page 2, page 3 if each page has 10 records. So I'm choosing enable paging, and you can see 1 and 2 here. Once I select that, it will come. Then I'm choosing a different auto format, and that's all. I'm clicking apply. If you see now, the style of our grid control is changed. So if you need, we can click enable sorting and selection. So I'm just stopping it here. Now we will run this once, and then you can start reading the next section of the article. You see, the DataGrid control is DataGrid view is displaying the data from the authors table. Also, you can see the paging line numbers appears at the bottom of the control. So if I click, we can navigate to all the data. That's all. So this DataGrid view, the DataGrid control is only the visible element, and SQL data source is running in the background, and that will not get displayed here. So that's all in this video. Next we will use a combo box to display only the state in it. Okay, thanks for watching.